Good morning. This is Logan Martz, otherwise known as Night Shadow J on Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, and any other medium. I am competing in my second Pro Tour, the KHMChamps. I'm playing White Aggro with Yorion. If it could load. Cool. So you basically take White Aggro, you add in Shadowspears, you add in all the Halvars, you add in all the Reidanes, and 2 Lurruses, you add in Castle Ardenvales, and then some random planes, and you add in Charming Prince. And then you have the same sideboard you'd expect from regular mono white, except for trying out Elspeth because it's a good card. That's my standard deck. My historic deck, Orders of Auras. We were very surprised to see it was actually the second most played deck at this event after Jund Food, even though it has a terrible Jund Food matchup. And when I say terrible, I mean it's not 50-50, but it's in favor of Jund Food. It's maybe 60-40 or so. Yeah, this list is very tight. We're pretty high on this. I tested it with like 6 or 7 other people. It was a lot of fun. Sideboard's pretty whatever. I ran a Sorcerer's Spyglass over a second cage, so I can hit Cat Oven without hitting myself. Because really Cat Oven is what you lose to, and also like Mayhem Devil like pop-offs, but those typically come along with Cat Oven. So that's what's up. So these are the decks. I'll be recording myself playing. I'll probably upload my matches. Right now it's 8:48. I get pairings in 2 minutes. And then I get to play at 9 a.m., I believe. So I have another monitor set up in which I will be recording with OBS, looking at the player controller, which is just some website that I'm on MTG Melee, is where the tournament's taking place. So I get my pairings from that, for example. I can say that this deck felt good in testing, this deck felt very good in testing, and I got to Mythic rank number 4 with it, and then I didn't feel like grinding 10 different matches to get to rank 1, but Orders of Auras is very good. And it seems like there's a lot of people who agree if it's 15% of the meta. So, feeling good. I apologize if you guys hear cars in the background or whatever. I live in an apartment next to a very busy street, so that's basically it. I don't got much else to say. There will be like random silence probably. Because I'm just playing and I'm recording for posterity, and I'll probably upload because it's free to upload, but yeah. Pairing should be coming up soon. In a minute. These are a bunch of decks I tested as well. I think we started with Bantoski, Rug Turns, Jeskai Cycling. I was doing very well with Jeskai Cycling in the beginning of Standard, and then very terribly near the end. Oh, and during the games I probably won't talk much, if at all, by the way. Makes me play worse, so I'll talk before, in between, whatever, but probably not after, or sorry, not during matches. Watch at your own risk. Not a big deal. And I'll probably make coughing noises a lot. And you'll hear my clicks and all that good stuff. I'm going to lower my mic volume a bit. It's probably fine. Still waiting for pairing. It should be now. Here we go. I'm up against... Hey, I know this guy. Patrick Fernandes.
New pairing received.
It even says so. Cool. So he's on Adventures. Check in. Okay, I checked in. I'm checked in. Now what? Hey, what's up? Remember me from Pro Tour Retreat? Let me get him my username thingy. Patrick Fernandes. Okay, let's see. I add him. Let's see. KHM Patrick Fernandes. Hashtag 58627. It's going great. Glad to see you. Sent you a request on Arena. Here we go. So I challenge, I think. So not challenge match, tournament match, yes. And let's see. Its challenge is supposed to be tournament match, right? Automatically standard, best of 3, coin flip, timers on, etc. Cool. Send challenge now. Who's on Temur Adventures? Patrick Fernandes, I got him. Tournament match, yep. Cool. He's running a Elder Grogroth main and a Jaspera Sentinel main. Only 3 gold spans instead of 4. Very interesting. I'm on White Aggro Yorion. It's standard. This is supposed to be standard, right? Yeah, okay, cool. I believe we can just start. He's probably looking at my deck going like, what the hell is this? I've actually tested this matchup with my teammate, James. So hopefully we do well. A little laggy, that's weird. I will be on the play. Let's see. I have 2 apparitions, a Reidane. Yeah, I'll keep. So he's running 3 Mystical Disputes main and 2 Saw Comings. So a lot of cards he has to side out. And then in his sideboard, he has Soul Seers and gonna crush the 2 Soul Seers and a Crush the Weak. Run a foul. Okay. 2942, 2927, cool. Could be an Edgewall or Love Struck. Okay, Sentinel, interesting. Okay, here's where I may get punished if I don't draw land. But I was always supposed to keep this hand with all these good 3-drops, so if it happens, it happens. He could bring in Brazen Borrower here, which would be annoying. He could Borrower the Shadowspear, but if he does that, that's fine. Yeah, okay. So he borrowed the Selfless Savior instead. I don't know if I would have done that. He swings in, he has 3 mana open. Could be a counterspell. He could also just flash and Borrower. I'm going to cast the Aspirant here, though. If he has a Saw coming, he has it. He only has 2. Yeah, okay. He's stuck on red mana and he doesn't have another creature for Sentinel here. We're both not doing the best. Well, now he has his red, which is not good for me. He's foretelling, I think, in Alrund's Epiphany. Yup. Give me a land. Okay, well. It was never incorrect to keep this, so hopefully I can still come back. But this is not looking good anymore. Okay, pass. He probably swings. Okay. This could also be a Saw coming the second. There's his land drop. So he didn't have a Goldspan Dragon or he would have cast it, I believe. There's the land, finally. Let's see. So this could be Alrund's Epiphany. So what I'm most tempted to do is play Reidane here. And I think that's my best bet. Because that keeps us off from Epiphany next turn, which I think is his plan. If he has a second Saw coming, I'm kind of boned. Mystical Dispute, I'm not really going to play around. Jasper Sentinel is just not a good enough target for an apparition to come in right now, so. Okay, well, he can't cast Borrower in the same turn now. Okay, so he's casting Borrower. That's his plan. Cool. And then he could have a Bone Crusher. A Saw coming. Oh, very nice. So that was in hand. Oh, no, that was Foretold, I believe. Okay, very nice. I guess I can swing for one here. That's free. So he didn't have the Alrunds. He had second Saw coming. There's a Love Struck. That's not good for me. If he casts it, I'm going to have to Skyclave the Love Struck Beast, unfortunately. Another red mana. Okay. Love Struck Beast, sure. Okay, so this allows me to start Lurrusing, Selfless Savioring in a couple of turns. I'm going to have to Skyclave here. We'll do it on the Beast. And then I'll pass. If he had a Bone Crusher, he should have responded and killed Selfless Savior. So I don't think he has a Bone Crusher. I guess I lied. I'll definitely talk, since this is like not too tough to like talk about. I'm not like blatantly misplaying, I think. A Borrower on my... Oh, that sucks. Yeah, Brazen Borrower is like the best card in the matchup against us, by the way. If I get a land, I might Maul Shadowspear to start gaining life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to take 8 damage down to 6. Yikes. He brought back Obosh. Oh, he had the mana for... Oh, yikes, okay. Okay, I'm taking 6. Taking 9. It's unfortunate. Can I get out of this? If I play Lurrus and then I play Luminarch, no, I die to Brazen. I have to deal with Brazen Borrower immediately, so it's going to have to be the Skyclave on the Borrower. And then I make this a 3/3 so I can block that, and then I have to chump Obosh. Yeah, okay. So I chump Obosh with Selfless Savior, block like that, take 3, down to 5, because this will gain life. Okay, I just lost on the spot.
Announcement received. Round timer started.
I just messaged him, good game 1. Okay, I have a sideboard guide I'm looking at, so let's see. Ultimatum, Temur Adventures, I remove a Shadowspear.
Received.
I remove a Charming Prince, I remove 4 Stonecoils, and I bring in, oh, and a Reidane, and I bring in 3 Magistrate and 4 Casket. Cool, that's 80 cards, and I'm ready. Post sideboarding, let me see. He probably is bringing in potentially, so 2 Soul Sears for sure, a Crush the Weak for sure, and most likely a Shadowspear. He doesn't bring in Gargaroth. He only runs 1. That's very good for me. He has 3 Henge in the main, by the way. Yeah, so And there's only 3 gold spend dragons, not 4, so I feel relatively favored against his version of Temur Adventures. It's basically just 2 Soul Seers and a Crush the Weak, and then after that, like, maybe he brings in Red Cap melee, even if it brings him down a land, because it still does 4 damage. So I think I'm more favored than he is, games 2 and 3. And he has to take out all 3 of his disputes and probably both of his Saw It Comings. They were good there, but they're typically not a good card against mono white. So I would think he brings in 2 Soul Seers, Crush the Weak, maybe 2 Clothis. This is fine because Charming Prince can dig into something. I should never forget I have Yorion as well. Okay, we'll scry. Okay, so I don't need this land. I like Halvar. So Bone Crusher, Brazen Borrower. He has to do it now if he's going to do either of those, I think. Probably Bone Crusher on something. Fun fact, you can get back Sword of the Realms with Lurrus. Okay, so he kills the Alseid. That's pretty smart. Coming in for 2. He probably casts his Bone Crusher here, which is fine. And then I get to swing in with Reidane for 2, bring him down to 15. Okay. Shadowspear is a very good draw with a Halvar out. I'm tempted to cast Alseid, but I think I'm going to Shadowspear this Reidane. And by cast Alseid, I mean with Lurrus. Now, there's an argument to me pumping up the Charming Prince instead, but I kind of like being able to swing in with Reidane next turn for 6 and gain 6 with a Halvar out. I love Shrek Beast. Yeah, so that's another reason why not to pump the Charming Prince. Oh no, he's not casting it. Interesting. That's very good for me. If I do this, he doesn't have a 2-mana counterspell. He can only have Love Struck Beast for this Prince or Brazen Borrower for Reidane, but he can't screw me with Reidane here, so I'm supposed to Halvar. Because I'd also want to Skyclave this Love Struck Beast when it comes down next turn anyways. There's a Borrower on the Reidane, okay. Very smart. Edge wall, not good for me, not good. He also has a Borrower you can get back if he gets a blue mana, okay. If I make this a 6/6, yeah. Just swinging for 12 casually. Turn 5. I mean, he can't even block with his entire board. If I draw a land, I can Lurrus Alseid to give something protection from a portion of their board. It'll also depend on how they attack. But yeah, I'm gonna gain 12 life, so life no longer matters in this game, so I can take any hits. He's really thinking. Yep. Okay, he's taking it. Okay. So he needs to have... Even Soul Seer doesn't do anything here. So he has to have another Borrower, basically. He only has 1 blue mana. Beginning of combat, I'll target the Prince, but I'm not going to do it. Yeah, that's what I thought. So my best bet is just attacking here. And I'm actually going to pump up the Charming Prince to get out of Bone Crusher range. Or if I make this a 7/7, I don't think it really matters. Because all I'm worried about is Bone Crusher, right? Or Brazen Borrower. So in Soul Seer, yeah, I'll just do this. Oh, whoops. I put the Shadowspear on it. That was whatever. Yeah. Decline. Go to attacks. I'll just swing like that. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he's actually down on board this way. So there's another Borrower on the Shadowspear, so he's trying to block. So what I'd most like to do, I think, is Giant Killer with this Love Struck Beast to force him to block with other cards. Because then he has to double block it, which is better, I think. This is me forcing him to block with the Bone Crusher in this instead, yeah. It's fine. Okay, I lose my Halvar. I'm playing Giant Killer here, because then I can tap down whatever he plays and swing with the board. And Skyclave can also, if I draw land. If I draw land, I can also Lurrus pro green, potentially. Second Borrower was really good for him, though. There was also an argument to letting him block with the 5/5, by the way. Yeah, so he's Soul Searing here. Put it on this. So a third Brazen Borrower does it if I put it on this. No, because he blocked. Yeah, I put it on this. He'd have to chump and have a third Brazen Borrower. If I did this, he'd Brazen Borrower this. Well, okay. Yeah, no, this is fine. This is better actually. So this is this beats a Brazen Borrower because he can't chump anymore. And Aspirant becomes a 2/2 anyways when I pump it with its own ability. Yeah. Cool. That was game 2. I'm not going to change anything. I like what I had going on, and I don't think we make any changes. Yeah, cool. Running it back. So we're 1-1 against Rug Ventures.
Announcement received.
Alright. This hand is good. Yeah, I'll keep this. Selfless Savior turn 1. Glass Casket on a Innkeeper maybe turn 2. Double Casket's nice. Turn 3 I can Lurrus if I want. Have it protected by Selfless Savior. He didn't have the Bone Crusher. I'm going to swing first before I do anything. Okay, he didn't Bone Crusher. Interesting. Doesn't mean he doesn't have it, but... Now, if he had it, I'd... It's fine to like hold Bone Crusher until you respond to them resolving a creature. So if I played a 2-drop there, he might have Bone Crushered in response. Because Selfless Savior can't fizzle Bone Crusher if it's the only creature on the board. You have to have another target. He's going to cast that, obviously. I think I'm gonna Glass Casket because Giant Killer hits more targets, like Gargaroth, for example. You always play Faceless Haven as your third Snowland, by the way. So, like, now I can play this next turn and swing with Faceless Haven if I want. And this is good because that I drew a land, because now I can Lurrus Selfless Savior in the same turn. So if he taps out, which he is. Okay. And yeah, I think I like Lurrus Selfless Savioring. Yeah, I can take 5 pretty comfortably. Henge, that's not good for me. That is a reason to have dealt with the Lovestruck Beast, actually. With Giant Killer, most likely. Yeah, that's very much a reason to have done that. He doesn't swing. Okay. I think I like Giant Killer casketing here. But I'm in a pretty precarious situation. I'm going to want to casket the Bone Crusher. And yeah, I'm in trouble to a lot of things. You could even cast Obosh, just hard cast it. This if he plays a land. Okay, so he's bringing back Obosh. No, he's Bone Crushing. Okay. He doesn't have a land in hand, I believe. I think his best bet would have been to resolve an Obosh, so that makes sense. We have 3 more Giant Killers in the main. Not looking good, but we'll see if we can... Okay, so he didn't draw another creature. Unfortunately, I would never block here. It's not worth the risk of losing Lurrus. He probably brings back Obosh to hand, or he foretells 2 cards. A Soulseer. I can't give it indestructible, so that resolves. And a Shadowspear. Okay. There's a Casket. That's pretty good. I think my best bet is bring back Yorion, resolving a Giant Killer, and then swing it in. I'm not in a very good situation, unfortunately. There was a very good argument to killing the Lovestruck Beast there, but I think I just wanted to progress my board. Look at that, 3 Caskets, 3 Bone Crushers. 4th Bone Crusher, okay. He's not even adventure-like sighting it. It's wild. I could bounce all these Caskets, bring them all back. I think that gives him card draw, doesn't it? Yeah, look at that. I could let him draw 3 cards if I wanted. Maybe if I need to mill him out. I don't think it's going to happen, but it could. Okay. So, swinging with Faceless Haven here means that I can't resolve a Yorion. And I think it's more important to resolve a Yorion. So that's what I'm going to do. Going to decline to bounce anything. Submit 0. Going to put this here. Plays around a Soulseer. And then we pass. Best bet would be finding a Halvar. Oh no, I sacrifice a flyer. That's pretty good. I think I lose here, unfortunately. Best top deck now would be a Giant Killer on his Obosh. Yep. I'll be taking 12 off the Bone Crusher. Gonna have to take that, unfortunately. And we got a giant killer. That's good. That's a very good sign. I'm going to... I think he doesn't have any counter spells. So what my best bet is waiting until his turn, letting him go to his attacks, and then giant killering. No, because I can always... No, that doesn't make sense, actually, because I can tap down his stuff. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just going to tap this down on his turn. And then next turn I can Shadowspear Selfless Savior, I guess, and start swinging in. And he's at 35. I'm in a really bad situation. Mammoth. Yeah, I don't see myself winning from here, unfortunately. Lovestruck Beast. Edgewall is very good for him. He's at 37 life as well. I don't even think I could cheat this out. And there's a Halvar. I don't think that does enough for me though. Sad to say. I'm gonna equip here. Shadowspear counters Selfless Savior, by the way. And there's the... He's out of mana though, so this is fine. Yeah. Oh, sure. Decline. Brazen Borrower. That's unfortunate. Alright, yeah. Good games. So the game-losing play was just not dealing with his first Lovestruck Beast, allowing him to resolve a henge. No matter how I block, I believe I'm just dead. Good game. Okay, it is 9:19, so I have like 40 minutes to wait probably. No worries, it happens. He said sorry about your mana screw game one, and I think the game one would have been a lot more close, definitely. And he's wishing me good luck. He's a nice guy. He's from Brazil. I think he was my... So, at PT Richmond, Patrick was my winning in till day 2. So, we were both, like, you know, basically having, you know, not doing so well at PT Richmond. I was, like, what, 3 and 4. And if you go 4 and 4, you day 2. So, he beat me then, and he's beat me here. So, I'm 0 and 2 against Patrick Fernandes in Pro Tours. So now I'm gonna have to get better and develop a rivalry or something. I think the games were winnable. I think looking back, I'm not sure if I would have I don't think it was correct to deal with a Lovestruck Beast anyways. I think it was more correct to like develop my board. But he was on 3 henges, so maybe I'm just like trying to make myself feel better. Like 3 henges is a lot, so you never want him to resolve a henge. But I really wanted to like protect against a Goldspan Dragon or Elder Gargaroth, but that was a 1-of and the Goldspan are 3-ofs. So who knows? But that's round 1. I'll just end it here, and I'll probably upload round by round. It's better than making a giant 8-10 hour video or whatever. So thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next one.